So if you've made it to this video, you're trying to build a pool and you're about to go into the design phase. And this video is here to tell you some tips and tricks and things to do before you start the design phase. Because you don't want to rush right into it. That's tip number one. Don't rush this process. You'll go online a lot of times and you'll see whether it's a DIY pool build forum or a concrete pool build forum or all these, I built it, and people will get really excited about, I built it in 4 weeks, I built my pool in 3 weeks. I don't know, man. This is a huge project. You're gonna be building a pool, you're gonna be putting a giant hole in your backyard and filling it with concrete and hoping everything works. You wanna make sure that hole is exactly what you want. So my very first tip is, hey, just don't rush this process. Take your time. This is going to be a lifetime event that you're doing. It's going to be a great piece of improvement to your property. So you really want to spend some time on it. And then before you actually think about the design, I'm telling you, save yourself some heartache, because you want to make sure you know exactly what you have to do and what you can't do with regards to your pool. Because nothing's worse than you've come up with a really beautiful design. It's got everything you want. It's exactly what you dreamed of. You have it laid out in your yard, and you're gonna have, fountains and all sorts of fun stuff around it, only to find out that because of your local ordinance or because your HOA rules or county regulations, you can't do it, and you got to start all over your design. It's just too much frustration. Avoid all of that right up front. Before you start to think about all that stuff, go out and do some research. And it starts with an HOA. If your neighborhood has an HOA, you need to contact the HOA. Don't just, go online, see if they've got information on building pools, gather up all that information, and then call them. Because you want to, not only do you want to make sure you understand what your requirements are as to what you can do and what you can't do. In the military, we used to call those limitation factors or lim factors. But you want to also develop a personal relationship with those HOA board members, because they're going to take you over the line. They're going to give you your final approval. They're going to help you if there's any concerns or anything that maybe it doesn't quite answer. It's not quite answered in the tenants. And the same thing goes for your county municipality, or your counties and your municipalities and your cities. You want to go to a lot of cities and counties will have either an engineering office or a licensing office. And you go online, a lot of them post a lot of information online, you read through all that stuff, gather up your questions, and then give them a call, because those city workers, they're gonna be your lifeline. They're gonna help you through some of the conflicts that you may have. They may even have some suggestions. Because you're not alone. A lot of people build pools. You're no different than a pool builder. They do the same thing. They call these people. They have relationships with these people. You need to have the same thing, even if you have a pool builder. So if you're an owner builder or whether you're a pool builder, you want to know what your local governance is, and you want to know what your HOA is, and you want to know who they are, and you want to talk to them. Because again, whether you're spending $40,000, $50,000 for this project, which is a lot of money, or you got ridiculous and you're going to go north of 6 figures with this project, it's a huge project. It's not just like buying a car. You go pick it up and you drive around, yay, I'm happy. No, this is something you really got to plan out. And so even if you have a builder, you want to gather this information together, and you're going to make what I call the first list of 4 lists that you want to have before you start the design. So your very first list is just that, your limitation factors. Those things that you either must do, for example, those little alarms that go on, that some municipalities require alarms going on doors so that you have a beep, an audible noise when the door is open. That's kind of to help protect kids. Some of them have regulations where you got to have a fence of a certain grade and type and height around the pool to stop kids from getting in it. Or there may be some restrictions, like you have a 15-foot easement off your property. You can't put the pool closer to that, or a 6-foot or a 3-foot. Or you have underground plumbing that you may not know about. You may have a sewer line going through your yard, and you got to move the way your pool is, or God help you, pay for that sewer line to be moved. So you want all that before you come up with your great, hey, this is how I'm going to make my beautiful pool design, so that then you can build your dreams off of that, off of what I call a solid foundation of knowledge.